So in this video, we're going to check out episode 12 of the Bootcamp series for the Polyend Tracker Plus. Make sure to watch the previous episodes since we're building up from the first. The episodes before this one are for the original Polyend Tracker, but can also apply to the Plus version. So if you get lost, just start from the first episode. It's recommended that if you want to understand all these features, to watch these videos at least once a day until these things become second nature. Even if you take out 5 minutes a day, you should be seeing big results in no time. Make sure to watch episode 9 where I go over a lot of important details about programming the synth engine that I won't be repeating in further episodes. We'll be going over step by step on how you can create your own customized synth presets. In this episode, we're going to check out the WTFM Synth engine. FM synths usually are pretty tough to understand, but in this case, like the previous episodes, we are going to make a very simple macro setup that'll let us use it with ease. After this, we will show selection playback looping. So we're looking at a blank project file. Make sure we're in the pattern screen. Now let's select the first synth slot by holding Instrument and then choosing the first pad. Now let's press Instrument Parameters. We can see we're on Synth 1. And just make sure the model is set to WTFM. Next, let's press Edit Patch. Now press Init Patch, and then press Yes. I've already planned out a basic macro setup, but first let's change a few settings so we have full control over the macros that we're going to program. So on the oscillator screen, let's scroll down to Shape 2 and set that to 100. Next, let's go to the filter screen. Let's take the cutoff and pull it all the way down to 20 Hz. Resonance, turn all the way to 0%. Now scroll down to envelope amount, and let's bring that as close to 0 as we can. Next, let's go to amp envelope. We're going to go to decay. We're going to set decay to 0.08. Now let's go to the macro 1 screen. I'm going to go up to the top here, edit. We're going to call this cutoff for filter cutoff. Press save. Next, I'm going to change the parameter and set that to filter cutoff. We're going to make that 0.37 on the amount. Next, parameter 2, let's just turn that all the way to the left, turn it to unassigned. Next, let's go to macro 2. Macro name, edit. Now this one we're going to call resonance, RES, save. Parameter 1, let's change it to filter resonance. Now let's turn it down to 0.59. All the other parameters make unassigned just by turning the knob really quick to the left. Next is macro 3. We're going to make this one the filter envelope amount. So let's press edit, and we'll call this filter envelope. Press save. We're going to turn bipolar on for this one because we want to be able to apply it into the positive or the negative. So parameter 1, filter envelope amount, and the amount, let's turn that down to 0.4. All the other parameters, make sure they're unassigned. Macro 4. Let's edit this one. This one I'm going to call shape. Save. Now parameter 1, we're going to make oscillator shape 1 for the first amount. Make that 1.0. Now let's make parameter 2 oscillator shape 2. I'm going to make that negative 1. If we go back to the oscillator, we can see we turned shape 2 to 100. So whenever we turn this macro, so it's going to affect the shape of the two oscillators at the same time. Macro 5, edit, let's call this decay, save. Parameter 1, amp envelope decay. Let's change that to 0.18. Parameter 2, now let's change that to envelope 1 decay. We're going to bring that to 0.18 as well. And lastly, macro 6, let's edit that one. And we're going to call this FM, save. We're going to change parameter 1 to oscillator FM. Now we choose save as. You can put a 0 here first so it's the top of the list. And then you can name it whatever you want for this initialization. Choose save. Then it'll say patch saved. So let's create a really short pattern here. Make sure we enable record. Hold down length. Press left. Let's make it about 8 steps. Make sure step jump is set to 0. That way it doesn't advance if you press the wrong note. Now let's put in some notes. I don't hear anything. So what I'm going to do is press Instrument Parameters. Make sure we're in the Synth Macros 2 of 2 screen. So we don't hear anything. What I'm going to do is turn up the cutoff. Sounds very short of a note. So let's turn up decay. So let's enter in some notes. Press play. I can go in and change these settings. Let's change shape. That's also going to give us different sounds and tones. Turn up the K. Turn up FM. Resonance. Filter envelope. Change the shape. Let's go back to instrument parameters. Let's go to screen 1 and change polyphony to 4. Let's add that bass in there. Turn the reverb down a little. Now, previously, we showed a few ways to orient yourself when you're working on patterns. For example, if record is off, we press play. We can stop at the step we wanted to work on. There's another way to do this, so we can preview selections to orient ourselves within our pattern. So if we press preview on a single step, we'll hear it. We can also preview multiple rows. Press preview. Bring it down. We notice though, it only plays through one time, like a one-shot preview. But now we can also loop a selection so that it's constantly playing. Let's say I just want to play this right here on loop. Press shift, play. Now it's going to do that. Let's escape that looping behavior and press record. Now I can reselect them. Let's say go to note and change them. Now what we can also do, let's say highlight these, shift play. Let's enable record. And let's, for example, change macro 1. I can change the value and hear what it does. Might get a little repetitive, but we can just exit and press play. I could highlight those, shift play, and then highlight these, and then change the values by turning the knob. And they'll move in relation to each other. You can also go over here, select this, shift play, and then exit, just press play. Just note, however, if we go in any different screen, the loop will stop. So let's just highlight here, shift play. Now if I go to instrument parameters, it stops. So I can't unfortunately change it. I can go do it in normal mode. So now I'm just going to go over some examples. Hold pattern, press arrow right. Now it's going to jump to at the end. You can also mute out tracks here, so I have the drums here. Turn them back on. Let's go to the next pattern. Let's go to instrument parameters. We're on synth 1. Let's change the FM. Turn up decay. Turn up cutoff. Pattern, change to the next one. Now Now it's keeping those settings I just made. Wow, that's harsh. Let's turn down that fem a little. Change the shape. Change the pattern. Change the pattern. Let's turn down glide on Synth 3. Turn up cutoff, resonance. Notice the synths are panned out, hard left, hard right. Makes everything sound wide. Everything has its own frequency, so there's no muddiness. Let's go back to Synth 1, turn on the cutoff.